seats taken.
You can sit here if you want to. That's my Jenny voice. I'll call you Lieutenant Uno. Uno.
Who is Uno? That is my question.
Who is Uno?
Hey, yo, and welcome to the Codex Cantina, where I am Uno.
Happy 4th of July!
Yay!
Yay! Merca!
So we may have a few scheduling snafus this month. We'll see what happens, but Crypto's traveling, I may travel. Who knows what's going to happen, but we're not going anywhere. We just may have some snaffing of the foos.
And we just may have different backgrounds, right?
We'll see. I haven't gotten approval. I can't make decisions like that. As you know, I have to get the upstairs approval, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
So in terms of what's coming up, we're going to be a little bit lighter on our reading this month. But that is because we have some big things planned next month with #Faulkner in August, hosted by Brian from Bookish and Alan from Big Hard Books and Classics, where we are going to be doing The Sound and the Fury. If you would like to read along with William Faulkner's The Sound and the Fury, please get in contact with us or one of those two gentlemen, and I'm sure that there's room for you guys to jump aboard and join in on the journey.
It's on my shelf. It's on my shelf.
What?
I bought that one. It's on my shelf. I'm excited.
You have such joy in the fact that you now once again possess books.
Yeah, well, yeah, I used to have hundreds of books, and then I got rid of all of them.
For those of you that don't know out there, Crypto moved houses, and when he moved, he just purged all of his books. And I think it ripped out part of his soul, I think would be a fair way of putting it.
You are helping me repair my soul. Thank you, my friend. You are a good person.
So let's talk about novels that we're doing this month. Okay? We're going to finally get out the Sirens of Titan talk, where we are doing that with Angela from the Literature Science. It's a hot one. I'm telling you. This is exciting for me because this is the last of his like big books. Like he's written many books, but most people like consider like books 2 through 6 like the ones you have to read. Like if you're a Vonnegut fan, you got to read through 2-6, and I haven't read 2 through 6. I've never read this one. So now that I will be finishing this one, I will officially be allowed to be entered into the Vonnegut fan club, I guess.
Oh, you got that T-shirt though, right? Because you got all the cool T-shirts. I never get the notices on those.
Well, I live in Indianapolis, which is kind of an unfair advantage. I have the Kurt Vonnegut Museum right down the street from me. I was planning on doing like a special visit there, maybe do a video there. They've got talks every year at his birthday, like November 11th. But my sister came into town right at November 11th last year, so I couldn't do it this year. But maybe this year. I'll do a special Vonnegut thing when they have that.
Cool. Don't worry, Channel. I'll take you to Disney. Yeah.
Yeah, silly. Yeah, Floridian. All right, next up, we have another interesting piece, The Memory Police by Yoko Ogawa. Have you heard about this one?
I haven't.
Now, this is Yoko Ogawa. I kind of learned about her as I was graduating college. The Housekeeper and The Professor came out right when I was in college and was translated to English like a years later. So I've heard a lot about her. She's always on these lists when I check out things that you gotta check out Yoko Ogawa. So this is something that I'm finally excited to kind of get through, and we may have some friends do the read along with us. I have to kind of reach out to them and formalize some things, but stay tuned. We may have potentially some friends being able to do the read along with us.
Let me try saying it real quick. Yoko Ogawa.
Yoko Ogawa.
Yoko Ogawa.
Yeah, I'll give you credit.
Yes! Finally! Yeah. I'm getting better.
Now, in terms of novels, will I ever get to Malacra or the next Monogatari? I don't know.
No.
No. Since we have a little bit less of a packed schedule, this will probably be the month that I can finally not fail so hard on getting to. All right, interrupting Una. What's up? I'm recording this after the fact that we recorded the July TBR to inject it. Say hi, interjecting Crypto.
Shut up, Crypto. I gotta talk now. With a real Crypto. Please stand up. Oh.
We are adding one more work to our list of things in July, which actually July was kind of like, okay, not too bad. We're going to be able to handle this, maybe dive a little bit deeper. Well, by the graces of someone very kind and giving, and actually one of our best friends on BookTube, bought us out of the goodwill of his own nature a book to read. So first of all,
he's gonna convert us. Let's do it.
He's gonna convert us. So we are getting Sandersonized, or whatever the term
Sandersonized.
is. Sandersonized. We are officially joining the Way of Kings. on our list of books to read in July. We are joining Stormalong 2020, where we're going to look at this book and we're going to shove it all into July, which is like an insane amount of reading. So with that said, we want to have some fun with this one, right? Fantasy's fun. We both like fantasy. We both like sci-fi. We do a lot of literature on this channel. Maybe the literature analysis isn't what we'll do for that book. I don't know what we're going to do, but I think we'll talk about it. We'll think about it. I think we're going to do something really fun with that as our plan. But we're going to join in on the celebration of Stormalong 2020. I know you've heard me reference it like 5 or 6 times because I've wanted to do it. And the friend that Michael Nip is that bought this book for us gave us the kick in the direction, in the chutzpah, whatever you want to call it. He's sending us on our way to join the fun with all of our friends that are doing this. We're like the only ones that weren't. So thank you so much for the graciousness, the kindness of it. We're more than excited to join you on this journey for the Way of Kings happening in July. Keep it down, Shadow. I know I'm excited, but you don't have to join in on it too. Gosh.
I feel like this is the only way we're going to make friends now. Oh. Wordplay.
I don't get it.
Way of Kings, the way we're going to make friends. It's not funny if I have to explain it.
Yeah, this is the end of the night. I've been drinking a lot. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot. That's my excuse.
What beer did you have?
I wonder, I wonder when we
Godzilla
cut back,
beer.
When we cut, yeah, I'm drinking the dinosaur beer. When we cut back to our friends, like the current, present time Una, like kind of like in Bill and Ted's when they met past tense, Bill and Ted versus future tense.
Yes.
I wonder who's cooler. Like, is it present Una? Or no, future Una, or is it present Una? Oh, God,
I think your Freudian slip right there just confirmed it. It's definitely the present.
I feel like I'm cooler than that other, the other Una. He's a little stiff. Can we admit it? A little stiff.
Yeah. Well, I know that past crypto feels a lot better than present crypto. I'm having some shadow issues.
Yeah. We'll get you your own diaper here.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Solanpaz.
So thank you for joining us. Oh, wait, I don't need to sign out. I'm just going to cut.
Yeah, hey, they're going to sign out for you.
Yeah, back to the stiffs that'll sign out for us.
Later, suckers.
Hey, Crypto, what number am I thinking of?
69, dude. Be realistic. When you're on vacation in a few weeks, you're going to sit down and you're going to look at that book and go, nah.
This is all fire for me to want to grab that book now. Like, by you challenging me not to, I'm a, hey, Una, I bet you can't. I'm a hold my beer guy, and I'm going to go try and do that. Like, that's what they just did for us.
I do that all the time with my wife. She'll be like, oh, you won't cook that. And I'm like, oh, I'll show you. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Interrupting Una for the last time, I promise. I'm also reading a little bit of Inuyasha once again with Leslie from the Nerdy Narrative. I will put a link to her channel down below to go check out. But she's done a couple of manga and something that I've wanted to get back into. So this is kind of the pleasure reading month for me, where I'll be doing that just for fun. Probably talk about it in my wrap-up and be talking with her as we read through that on top of the Way of Kings and stuff like that. So should be a good month for, taking a little summer break from all the analysis and having some just fun just reading again. All right, now for short stories, we do have a lot of short stories that I'm very excited about here. Sit down, grab a beer.
I am sitting down.
We're gonna talk about a lot of short stories for July. Okay, this is gonna be a good month for us because we got a lot of really good selections. So we are recording tonight, Mr. Dahl's Hitchhiker.
We're gonna record that.
Now, this is kind of like the earlier end in terms of like what reading level that we typically cover. But I think there is going to be a lot of literary aspects that we can talk about in terms of why it's a good teaching tool.
There's some good value there, definitely.
Now, next up is our Tolstoy Triggered. Doing one Tolstoy a month for the entire year of 2020. We haven't missed yet. This month's selection is TheThree Hermits, which I know nothing about. And we're going to be doing that with our friend Noah from Everyone Who Reads It Must Converse.
Does he pick these or do you?
I picked the rest of the year. He picked the Two Deer. So we probably should have him pick all of them because Two Deer was so good. But
he picked the really good one, and then you picked all the mediocre ones. Okay.
They're not mediocre. They're solid.
Noah, in the comment below, say that you want the rest of the year, please.
I can change them. But July, it's THREE Hermits. Noah, if you want to pick something else for November, I haven't selected the November one. Do you know how far advance I have us planned now?
2022.
I have us into, not completely booked, but I have us up into June selections of 2021. Yes.
I figured you were close to almost to 2022.
I gotta plan this out. I'm a planner.
I know. I love it. I love it.
So next on the plan for July is Miss Virginia Woolf. I finally made it happen with the mark on the wall. We've heard so much about her. Our friends, Hannah, Lucas, Bookish Islander, they've all been talking about her. I've seen her written about in all of these articles. We got to solve it. We're doing some Virginia Woolf this month. So the mark on the wall coming up for that.
Yeah, we got to get her in there. I mean, every time we talk about all these great literary giants and the changing of literary styles and techniques and everything, her name always pops up, but we've never done her stories yet. So I'm excited to finally add her to our resume. Yeah, same. It's been a big gap in my knowledge, and I'm excited to kind of jump into that. Now, jumping over to another thing. So we just did The Yellow Wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman, which we enjoyed breaking down and kind of looking at it from the perspective of oppression and such like that. Now, I selected this one specifically because of that. I was like, oh man, I remember reading this one in college. I want to revisit that now to kind of compare the two. I've got Sweat by Zora Neale Hurston. Have you heard about that one? I haven't heard of that one.
She's a very famous Harlem Renaissance writer. And I read this in college, and I just thought it would be a good one to kind of compare. I think once we read it, you'll see why I wanted to revisit. Or I could be totally wrong, and maybe this is totally the wrong selection. But
how do you spell that? I'll make sure that I'm hearing you correctly.
Sweat? You don't know how to spell sweat?
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure that it was the right word.
Sweat. Sweat.
Okay. I'll make sure I heard you correctly. Your lisp is coming out. How many you've had?
Well, the problem is I'm using the tall boys right now. This is...
Oh.
Where are we? It doesn't give me an ounce on this thing? It's probably
You're in Indiana.
It's 20 ounces, but it's 8% alcohol, oddly enough, for it being kind of like a fruity drink. I don't know.
And that sugar will get you too, man, because it'll get your bloodstream quick.
It will. I love it. It's summertime. This is what I'm doing. All right, we're not done. Hey, we're not done. We got two more.
Ooh. The shoulder's going.
They're getting hot. We're getting hotter and hotter as we go down this list, actually. We've got The Beggar by Anton Chekov, which we have a bunch of Chekov scheduled later this year. We had a very successful, in terms of personal enjoyment, June for Russian Heritage Month, that we are going to jump into more Russian literature, and we're going to do The Beggar by Chekov this month and see what that's all about.
Ooh, this is going to be a little taste. This is like an appetizer.
A little taste. We'll see how it goes. I know you want to get to your boy Pushkin.
Please.
Let's do
we need a month of hit Pushkin. We need a year of Pushkin. That's what we need to do next year. Change the schedule.
Maybe I'll look up when he was either born or when he died. Maybe we can do a month of Pushkin scores. I'll look it up. And the last is, now it's been a while, but before we jump into our Faulkner in August, we got to talk about Faulkner in July. And we're going to do A Rose for Emily by William Faulkner, which is his most famous work, believe it or not.
What?
Well, short stories.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah. No,
I've been studying for my certificate, and I know that's not his most famous work.
No. His most famous works is obviously Absalom, probably then Sound and the Fury, As I Lay Dying. But in terms of short stories, A Rose for Emily is his most famous. And I specifically put this off just because... just comfort level of being able to tackle this one, it's kind of difficult.
Give me one sentence to get me excited.
His most lyrical work yet.
Oh. Okay. I like that. Don't say any more. Don't say any more. Don't spoil it. No spoilers. You know I hate spoilers.
I know you do. All right. Now, in terms of fun, we are going to be doing I'm going to be doing the Anthropod book tag with my son.
And the last one was adorable. Or is it out yet? It's not out yet. It is adorable. You'll love it, Chet.
It's coming out. I just recorded it. But we're having a hard time just with all this work that we have ahead of us, stuff that we want to cover. That's something that, every so often with my son, I kind of want to record him, record his personality, record his life journey.
He's adorable. Come on. He's adorable.
I love my son. So
that kid is awesome.
We're going to bring him on and have a little bit of fun with my son. So
yeah, he's a natural too. He must get it from his mom.
he's probably going to take over. He's probably going to take over for me one day. Like you're going to answer your phone and be like, "Hey, Una," and he'll just be like, "Hi."
Or it'll be me and him doing this.
Yeah. No, it's really cute. Like when we like go down like the street and stuff, there'll be like someone passing the way, and like like most people these days, when people aren't super friendly, like it's not like
they don't say hi anymore.
Yeah, my son says hi to everyone. He'll be like, we'll be like past someone. Like the biker will have ridden their bike past us. He'll over his shoulder go, "Hi."
Oh, that's awesome. That's so sweet. You gotta love kids, right?
He's a great kid. He's a great kid. All right, so that would be our July Tibber. Tibber.
Whew, that sounds. I mean, you said it was light, but it's still pretty packed.
it's emotionally packed. I think we've got a lot of really great selections here. That I'm actually excited for all of these.
Oh, I'm excited for everything. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything that is probably going to be something that I'm dreading.
Well, you're kind of all up on me about my Tolstoy selection, so
no, I just think that Noah does it better. And wink, wink.
I completely agree with you, but I'm vehemently offended by it.
Fair. That's fair.
All right, guys, thank you for checking it out. I hope you are looking forward to this month's selections. Please consider subscribing so that you don't miss the videos on this. We would appreciate any likes, comments, subscribes, and shares that you get because we are always looking for new friends. So appreciate it. Ona out.
Peace. We got to do the thing.
We were going to do the Way of Kings announcement, right?
Yeah. Oh, my God. You what?
Dude, you know what? Someone needs their diaper changed. Whew.
Probably mine.
Oh, dude. Someone shit his diaper, that's for sure.